Hello people, today I will show you how you can spawn and use a reverse shell using the OpenBSD version of Netcat. As an attacker, I would normally open a Netcat listener on a specific port like this. Netcat -L for listening, -V for verbose, so we can see as soon as the client connects, and specify a port. I'm just going to use 9999 and start this. So what I would do now on a machine that I have gotten some form of remote code execution on, I would spawn a new Netcat instance like this, Netcat, and then the IP, which in this case is localhost. But this would be whatever my IP is of my attacking machine, and then the port 9999, and with the -E flag we could then specify a shell. But as you can see, this does not work with the OpenBSD version of Netcat, because it does not support the E flag. It also doesn't have anything similar. What are we going to do now? We can actually work around this using pipes and redirection, which is actually what this video is mainly going to be about. To start off, I'm just going to open a Netcat connection. Netcat, localhost, and the IP is 9999. We have a connection. I can type in stuff on the victim side, shows up here. I can type in stuff on the attacker side, show up here. What we have to do now, let me just close these and restart the listener. So now we'll just modify the command that will run on the victim's machine so that we can spawn a reverse shell. So let me show you something. I can actually just redirect the output of this command to a shell. In this case, I'm just going to use bash. And as you can see, I can type in commands on this side and they do actually run. Is that all we need? No, because we don't have the output of the command on this side, and that is obviously very important. What are we going to do about that? This is where named pipes come into play. First thing, we are going to actually create a named pipe. Let's just call this rev and separate that. So first it's going to create this rev named pipe in the temporary folder. From here I'm going to redirect the command output to the named pipe, which is in temp rev, and what I'm also going to do, redirect the output of the named pipe, sorry, wrong side, back to Netcat. Oh, never mind, that actually doesn't work like that. I have to redirect it using this. Using the T command, I can then save it into the file. I'm creating the named pipe, and I'm sending back to the attacker machine whatever is inside this rev pipe. The output from this command, which is basically what I'm sending over from the attacker machine, which are the commands, is going to get redirected to bash, and the output from there is going to be put into this file. So the output from the commands are going to get sent back to my attacker machine. Let's just run this and see what happens. Nothing happens. I did something wrong and I don't know what. Yeah, no, I don't have to use 2 arrows here. So we'll run this again. We get a connection. As you can see, we get the output from the command back. But now we have one more problem. If we do something wrong, maybe we mistype something, just gonna write some garbage in here. As you can see, we don't get an error message back, but there is an error message being thrown. We can also work around that. Basically, we just redirect the errors, which is IO stream number 2 to IO stream 1, which is STD out. So let's run this again. Never mind, I first have to remove the named pipe. Actually also restart the listener. Restart this, run this. As you can see, we get a connection. We also get some feedback. and we also get the error messages. Now, if you don't want to show the output on the victim machine for some reason, you can just redirect the output of the whole thing to dev null. So we get the connection. And also get the output of the commands, and we basically have a reverse shell. Now I'm also going to show you a way to upgrade your shell using Python. We can locate Python to find out whether or not it is installed. It is. Let's find out what version. Perfect. Python 3.9.6. We're going to run a simple Python command. -c import pty pty.spawn bin bash, close this, finish this, enter, and we have a fully functioning shell. So anyway, this has been it with this video. I really hope it helped you. If it did, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more similar content.